The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad Jules Koundé a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now there's a fine ball, and Messi!
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to... Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nice-looking ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Neymar. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Pele for Yaya Toure. Lam. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! That's another chance! He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Luis Suarez, and a chance! Sticks it away! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's well spotted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Zaire Emery. Indonesia finding their passes. De Jong conjures time and space where few can. Lam. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at the space here. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. De Jong. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that was vital. Oh, easy pickings there. He's looking wide. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Roberto Carlos with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And they've got rid. Benfica have it back and can go again. And he goes cross-field. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine, and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he was alert to it. And he's there to belt it away. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Roberto Carlos. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Toure did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Gordon. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Hakimi. Gets a good foot in there. Hazard. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to pass it through. Gabriel cuts out the pass. He's picked his way through. And this is Messi. Pulls it back.
When it's delivered.
He's had a shot! So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Zola. Nice physical challenge. Gordon.
This is the time you need that pace.
De Jong. It's a pretty loose pass. There's good running with the ball. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Saliba. Yamal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. That has been cut short. Roberto Carlos. Gordon unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he spark a counter here? And here's Gordon. Hazard. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Kukçu. Cristiano Ronaldo. So what can they make of this? Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yamal! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Roberto Carlos. He can run onto that. Zola. Zola delivers. Chance here to counter. Kukçu. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Benfica have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Messi. Hazard. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And we're underway again. So the first half brought no goals. Now it's Gordon. Hazard. He's found a way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's managed to get free. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Thuram. Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Çalhanoğlu.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ronaldinho. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Messi in acres of space out wide. Hakimi gets good distance on it and smartly reclaimed. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Roberto Carlos. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gordon will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the through ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Roberto Carlos. He is just caressing the ball. Stood up well to him there.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Gordon. Lahm. And it's De Jong. And it's Messi. Lahm plays it in.
They're failing with the very quality that should be delivered with more intent.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 17. Número 19. Número 14.
Benfica have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Número 22.
Played out to the left flank.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Número 5. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, perfectly measured that. Roberto Carlos. De Jong. For Yaya Toure. Now that's well seen too.
Benfica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Swings in across.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Musiala. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, what a big chance! It's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A 1-0 lead established.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Musiala, he is onto this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Bale. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, terrible pass. He is through here. That's very neat.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
2 minutes to be added on. Pele. And this is Hullet. And this is Hullet. Chance, surely! He scored! They have stolen level at the last! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
All square again into the dying minute. And that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Hullet claiming the man. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Indonesia have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can...
And the shot! That's another chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Pele, Cristiano Ronaldo, goes for a shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score... Oh, shooting chance! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
De Jong plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Yaya Toure. Well read, nice interception. Neymar knocks it into space. Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. Olise going face to face with his great rival. Zola. Pele. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Not the most accurate pass. Lam. So what can they make of this? Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. He has gobbled up his 20th goal. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Yaya Toure. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Oh, what a mistake! Lam.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Yaya Toure. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Well, they've got it again. Neymar! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, well played. And now they can spring out of defence. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Baresi concedes a free kick for that. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Pele. Lam. And it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Pele. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Zola picks it up out wide. Delivered in. Still no way through. And the first half is done. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substitution.
And we're off again. Pele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure. Nesta. Defending was strong and firm.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Doué. Rijkaard. For Olise.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go... Here's a chance! And the keeper read that really well.
Indonesia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Baresi calmly anticipates. Indonesia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And they're back on the ball again. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Olise, searching pass he's played there. Roberto Carlos. Bale. Albert Ferrer cuts out the pass. Lam. And it's De Jong. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Doué. And the pass is intercepted. Bale, good purposeful running this. Doué. And it's Doué. Zanetti.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 6.
They're taking a moment to consider their options.
Coming on the field is
That pass isn't the best.
number 22, Raul.
Can he get it through? He is through here! Nice interception, well timed. Zanetti goes back to front. Neymar. Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super find. And he's on his way! Oh, look at the space here. And this is Messi. Hangs in a cross. Oh, well played, well played.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. Albert Ferrer. That's good play. No, that's been intercepted. Pele. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. That is a crunching tackle. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Phoenix Rising clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pele, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And here's Doué. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Roberto Carlos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Roberto Carlos. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti. It's Neymar! And somehow he kept it out. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lam. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
I'm afraid to
So
tell
Jim,
you
how
that
do you reflect on... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield.
And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Fernando Torres clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Oh, it's Rijkaard. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Looking for options for movement. Oh, there's a probing ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Oh, that's superb. That's really well manoeuvred. Pele. Now it's Messi. Robertson does well to get it back. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Hazard. Lam. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Phoenix Rising clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. That's a good ball out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. So it is still 0-0. And here's Isco. Now that looks a decent ball. Goes for a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's their second corner of the game. And the shot! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And Inter go in front. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. And this is Isco. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Phoenix Rising are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's out for a goal kick. Cafu. Inter Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rijkaard. And he's well positioned here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Messi.
Phoenix Rising certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Flashes it across. Kukçu. Messi. He is through here. Oh, well played, well played. Kukçu. Rijkaard, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, easy pickings there. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Azar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now it's Martinez. And Martinez! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
There's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Phoenix Rising really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14, Hazard. Numero 17, numero 21.
That gets things going for the second half.
Fernando Torres.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Il numero 19, il numero 7.
Cafu. Now Howson. Cafu. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Pelé, and that's not going to reach. Robertson goes long. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pelé, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Climbs up big! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Salah. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Mbappe. Zola. And he plays one through. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Good pressure, determined, intense. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. And it's Lam. Messi. Now there's a fight. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
No, he's not getting past him there. Pele. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. De Jong.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for some
Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Inter certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's been played through. Messi, he's got away. He's having a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Up he goes! Oh, it's come loose. Elects to cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu cuts out the pass. Pirlo. Aims beyond the defence. Pirlo. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. And it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Howson deals with that comfortably.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. Looking to play him in.
Phoenix Rising really have been second best here. Second to every ball, and they can't have any...
Shot a goal! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Zola can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Oh, what? There's the shot! Corner number 2 then. That's the keeper's ball. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Pirlo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off him. And back to the goalkeeper. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Neymar. Rijkaard. Cafu. And that will be the final act. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team